Welcome to Truth. I'm your host, Atticus Jaco. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new to the community, thank you so much for stopping by. Greatly appreciate it. Go ahead and follow me and subscribe so you get all the newest episodes. We do have some fantastic things coming up this week. There will be new stories on Charlie Kirk. There will be more on the David case. But for right now, the question that is on many of our minds, where is Ashlee Buzzard? If you're not familiar with this case, Ashlee Buzzard is a 9-year-old girl from the California area, and she has been missing for some time now. And her mother, Ashlee Buzzard, has completely stonewalled law enforcement. She will not talk. She will not answer where her daughter is. She was ordered by the courts to produce 9-year-old Ashlee, and she did not do so. What we do know is that Ashlee Buzzard and her daughter, Melodee Buzzard, went on a road trip, a 3-day road trip. They were both wearing wigs. Yes, I said wigs. She is putting her 9-year-old daughter in wigs. Neighbors say that was something that wasn't unusual to see a wig on this child. She rented a car, and wait for it, she changed the license plates. There were California license plates, I believe, on the car when she rented it, and she changed it to some New York license plates. We don't know where this New York license plate came from, if it was stolen or what, but that doesn't sound suspect, right? Yeah. So when she came back from this 3-day trip from Nebraska, going through several different states, when she came back, Melodee was not with Ashlee, and no one has seen her since. So law enforcement has searched the house. They have been looking tirelessly for this little girl, but most recently, just the other day, law enforcement gave Ashlee exactly what she was looking for: a perp walk. That's right. Law enforcement arrested Ashlee Buzzard, but it was not in connection to, shall I say, the disappearance of her daughter, Melodee. This was an arrest for false imprisonment of an individual, and they weren't saying much more than that, except that it wasn't connected to the disappearance of her daughter, Melodee Buzzard. But last night, Banfield, gotta love Banfield, they always have the goods, and Nancy Grace broke some new information that I am going to show you today. We do now know the name of the victim of the false imprisonment and some of the details. Now here's where it gets interesting. The gentleman that was held against his will by Ashlee Buzzard, which is Melodee Buzzard's mother, says that she told him where she left Ashlee. Ashlee told him where she left Melodee somewhere in Nebraska. Told him exactly where she is. But due to her mental state, it seems to be some mental illness, obviously. In this case, he doesn't even know if what she told him, was true or not. So we don't know. And he, of course, won't tell us exactly what Ashlee actually said. But Nancy Lou, always great on the case, can get anyone to talk to her, did get the gentleman to open up with some details, and we are going to check that out very, very soon. So hold on. It is coming up. But I just want us to take a moment and kind of catch up to what has been going on in the case thus far. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you thought this was a crazy case, well, buckle up, because it's about to be a bumpy, bumpy ride. So let's see what happened last night on Banfield with Nancy Lou.
Let's begin with the breaking news on the Melodee Buzzard case. Her mother, Ashlee Buzzard, as you know, arrested Friday, charged with felony false imprisonment. Police told us on Friday and still say tonight that the arrest was, quote, not directly related to Melodee's disappearance. But we're now learning what exactly the arrest was related to. The criminal complaint accuses Ashlee Buzzard of, quote, violating the personal liberty of a man named Tyler S. Brewer. And that is a name that has not surfaced in this case before. The complaint says that the crime happened last Thursday, November 6th, in Lompoc, where Ashlee and Melodee live. And you'll remember Ashlee was arrested the very next day. And while that leaves us with more questions than answers, we sure did learn a whole lot more today about Ashlee's background. And let me tell you, this was not what I expected. Long before Ashlee Buzzard was jailed for this crime that we're talking about tonight, and long before she was the tight-lipped mother of this missing little 9-year-old girl walking in behind her in surveillance video, this mother also was a 9-year-old girl on the margins. She was surrounded by danger, with an unstable home life herself. And what I'm about to tell you is a bit surprising, okay? Sometimes she had no home at all. But despite those unhappy parallels with her own daughter, Melodee, there is one monumental difference. Ashlee's mother, from all indications, did everything that she could to protect her little girl. She kept young Ashlee safe. She kept her loved. She kept young Ashlee fed and clothed and educated. Exhibit A would be a newspaper story that our team uncovered today from 1995. February 11th, to be exact, the Santa Maria Times. And the headline reads, School of Hard Knocks, Educators Extend a Hand to the Homeless. And there, big as day, is a picture of curly-haired 9-year-old Ashlee Buzzard sitting beside her tutor. This story is all about young Ashlee's escape with her mother, Lori, from an abusive father. And before I go on, you should know that we've spoken with Ashlee's mother and we've identified that she is the Lori Miranda in the story, and she's verified the details. And let me quote the article. With no job, home, or car, and $40 in her pocket, Lori Miranda and her young daughter, that would be Ashlee, faced the streets of Santa Maria. Originally living in Orange County, Lori Miranda, 33, said she and Ashlee, 9 years old, moved from place to place, often sleeping in hotels, to be free of Lori Miranda's husband. This is a quote. He would smash our windows and harass us. That's what Lori said. To escape, Lori Miranda and Ashlee boarded a bus in June, and after staying with a relative for a month, they came to Santa Ana. The two eventually found their way to the Good Samaritan shelter, where they remained for 30 days. Lori enrolled Ashlee into school. For 2 hours after school, Ashlee began and continues to participate in the Homeless Education/Liaison Project. Remember that Ashlee was just 9 years old back then, the same age that her missing daughter, Melodee, is today. And that brings me to the photos and the videos that Ashlee's mother gave us exclusively of Ashlee and her daughter, Melodee, together in 2020 when Melodee was only about 4 years old. In the clip you're about to hear, you can actually hear Grandma Lori behind the camera being playful with little Melodee, while the mom, Ashlee, appears to be more detached. Have a look.
No? What are you? Looking super duper?
Yeah.
Silly. Ew, gross. Let's see it.
Oh! Oh! That's just a gut, silly.
That's just the guts.
Look at it. Look at it.
Look at that. Oh my god.
Whoa. Hey, watch this, guys.
Here, let me see a picture of you. Look at me. Look at mommy. It's in there.
Look, teeth.
You should have took all those to the park for the squirrels.
Say cheese. Cheese.
To mommy.
Again, that picture you're looking at is little Melodee, and to the right, her mom, Ashlee. And I know what you're thinking. That doesn't look like the Ashlee that we've seen. And I hear you. Boy, do I ever. So let's compare and contrast and pull up the surveillance video from Ashlee and Melodee's recent visit to a car rental office on October 7th. That's unbelievable, the difference in appearance. Ashlee in the black t-shirt, Ashlee in the wig. Hard to believe it's the same person. And on the right, you'll remember this was day one of a 3-day road trip to and from Nebraska. But police say the last known sighting of the little Melodee in the hoodie back there, and right there at the desk with her mom, was October 9th near the Colorado-Utah border, because Ashlee returned to her home in Lompoc, California the next day without Melodee. Lompoc is also where we find my NewsNation colleague Nancy Liu, who joins me live now outside of Ashlee and Melodee's home in Lompoc. Okay, Nancy, so much to get to tonight. You got your hands on this criminal complaint just within the last hour or so. So what to you stood out that I haven't already said?
Oh, a lot stood out to us, Ashlee, and we want to show everyone that criminal complaint. We just got it a short time ago from Superior Court, Santa Barbara County. It's really just less than half a page long, but we want to highlight some parts of it because it is quite revealing about what allegedly happened at this house on or around November 6th, it says, of 2025. In the county of Santa Barbara, the crime of false imprisonment by violence, a felony, was committed by Ashlee Buzzard, who did unlawfully violate the personal liberty of Tyler S. Brewer. Said violation being affected by violence, menace, fraud, and deceit. And you see that headline, special allegation, aggravating factors. It goes on to read, the manner in which the crime was carried out indicates planning, sophistication, and professionalism. We have learned that Ashlee will be in court on Wednesday afternoon to face this felony charge. In the meantime, she remains jailed up in the Santa Maria area. And Ashlee, as you know, we have tracked down Tyler S. Brewer, and we have spoken with him. And bear with me as I'm going to refer to my notes because I want to relay what he told us accurately. Tyler Brewer tells us that he has known Ashlee through a friend since 2014. He's been coming over here to check on her since all of this was publicized. He claims he was told where Melodee was dropped off and who she was left with, but he is not sharing that information with us. Tyler's also concerned that because of Ashlee's mental history and recent behavior, he's not sure that what she told him is actually true. Now, on November 6th, the day of the incident, he says Ashlee started acting irrationally while he was here, accused him of working with police and the paternal side of the family to take Melodee away from her. He says she kept shutting her eyes and making fists, and she blocked the door, preventing him from leaving. She slammed the front door shut and engaged 4 locks on that door. She did eventually let him leave, and he went right to authorities to report what happened. Now, he claims she has just mental issues. She's extremely paranoid. She's a totally different person from when they first met, and he says he's very concerned about Melodee's well-being, and he suspects Melodee may be somewhere in Utah. So based on everything that he told NewsNation, there is hope that Melodee is out there and alive. So what Tyler Brewer is telling NewsNation, providing a lot of hope tonight, Ashlee.
Well, let's go over a little bit of that. That's just incredible information that he has unloaded. So Nancy, if I'm to understand this, he says that Ashlee shared the information of where she, quote unquote, dropped off Melodee. He thinks it's in the Utah area. He will not share exactly with us what she apparently shared with him. But did he say he shared everything with the police, everything that Ashlee told him?
Yeah, based on what we're hearing, we haven't heard everything. And again, because of her mental state and how she's been acting lately, he's not sure that what she's been saying is the truth. So it's hard to know what to believe, but, you know, he is telling us what she told him. And if it is truthful, then Melodee is out there.
And did we get any further understanding of what drop off means? I mean, you don't just drop a child, you know, on a desert road. Was there some, I mean, do we know if there was some drop off location, some person, someone to care for her? Anything more that indicates what kind of a drop off this was?
We've been fishing for information. We want more information, and he's not quite ready to tell more information. His name just got released publicly within the last couple of hours, so he's just coming to terms with that. He's not sure, you know, he wants to do interviews or speak out publicly in any way, but fortunately, you know, he did speak with us, relayed that information, and we relayed as much as we could to all of you.
Okay, well, let's move on to the other action that happened in the house behind you. Action not only this weekend, but today. Walk me through what the neighbors all said happened there.
Well, first off, I mean, Ashlee's getting packages delivered still. At the front door, there are 3 packages. One is from Amazon, one is from Kohl's, one came from Burlington, New Jersey. It looks to be some kind of clothing item. So we don't know if she's just been shopping recently or what, but in talking to the neighbors, we know that 4 investigators were here at Ashlee's house. They brought a van on Saturday afternoon. It was around 2 o'clock, the neighbor says. The officers, apparently investigators, they're dressed in plain clothes. They went inside. They were there for about an hour. But according to the neighbor, they did not leave with anything. In talking with other neighbors, though, they're expressing that they're glad that Ashlee is in custody and hopefully providing some answers and talking now to police. But a lot of neighbors that we talked to around here today, they don't recall seeing Melodee at all, playing outside, walking down the sidewalk, anything, or even playing in the backyard. Neighbors have not seen Melodee at anywhere around this house. So they are curious as to what's happened to her. They are keeping hope alive that, you know, Melodee is alive and out there and will be found. So Ashlee remains behind bars.
Nancy, thank goodness for that. Hopefully they can squeeze her for information while she's behind bars. I do want to ask you a little bit about these images and the dichotomy of 5 years ago, the video that her mother, Lori Miranda, shared with us of Ashlee with her little daughter, Melodee. It does not look at all like the Ashlee we're seeing in these videos, the arrest video, the surveillance video. Did Lori Miranda say anything to you about her relationship with her daughter Ashlee and, of course, her granddaughter Melodee? Like, what sort of information has she shed on you when you were able to speak with her?
Yeah, Lori has not spoken with Ashlee since 2023. The video that we saw earlier with Melodee carving the pumpkin, that was in 2020 when Melodee was about 4 years old. And yes, Ashlee looks far different. She's obviously lost a considerable amount of weight in recent years. She moved into this house about 2 years ago, and neighbors say that Ashlee was larger when she first moved in. So that drastic weight loss appears to have happened like within the last year or so. But when the surveillance pictures came out of Ashlee and Melodee at the car rental business, Lori, the mother, says that she did not recognize that as her daughter, because that's not how she remembers what we're seeing there. The Ashlee with the pumpkin, that's what she remembers Ashlee looking like.
I mean, it's like two different people. I'm looking on the screen right now. It just looks like two completely different people. Great information, just fantastic reporting on this, Nancy.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Truth. I hope you enjoyed the episode today. If you like what you saw, and I hope that you did, please go ahead and hit that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe to catch all the latest episodes on the Melodee Buzzard case, the David case, Charlie Kirk, and all the other cases that we cover here. Please like and comment. I love to hear what you guys think. And we will catch you next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care of yourselves and each other. I'm your host, Atticus Jacob. Thank you.